Although yoga encourages overall health and wellness, and the techniques demonstrated within this program are designed for people of all skill levels, consult your physician before beginning any new exercise program.
Hi, welcome to Mind Body. I'm Susan Foxley, a certified life coach and a registered yoga instructor. I help people live healthier, happier lives. And here's the key. Fitness is not just physical. It's emotional, mental, even spiritual for some people. It's about happiness and health, mind and body. Let's get started. Today, our episode is called Life, Body, Balance. We're going to learn how to create a balanced life through doing balancing exercises. Today we have Donna joining us and Melanie. I'm so grateful that they're here today. And if you're at home, please go grab a dining room table or a folding chair. Just for a few seconds, go grab one right now and place that chair, please, right in front of your yoga mat. And from here, let's open up our eyes after Tadasana and bring the feet hip distance apart. And then make sure the feet are right underneath the hips while you put your hands right on the edge of the chair. And when you place your hands right at the edge of the chair, let's sparkle the toes and really spread those toes. Lift the kneecaps, please. So it's like you're pulling up long stockings. The muscles are lifting up. The muscles are pulling up the legs. And really activate those quadriceps and hamstrings, please, as you look straight ahead. And engage your belly muscles, please. Belly button into the spine. Let's just go ahead and lift the right leg, please. Just lift your right leg and the baby toe is pointing towards the floor. And so the right thigh is internally rotating. And make sure, please, that your right hip is even with your left hip. And really engage your belly muscles here, please. And elbows nice and straight, and lift your heart away from your right heel and your right heel away from your heart so you get space in your body. Long inhalations and long exhalations, please. Belly button into the spine, focusing on your breath. Really nice work. Bring that right leg down, please. And bring your left leg up and make sure that baby toe, that left baby toe, is facing towards the earth, please. And the left thigh is internally rotating, so the left hip, please, is even with the right hip. Really nice. Ground your right foot. Belly button into the spine, please, to protect your lower back. And lift that left heel like you're going to push it into the back wall. Heart forward, left heel back, please. We're going for space between the femur and the pelvis. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Really nice work. Bring that leg down, please. Feet hip distance apart. Let's do cat-cow pose. Look up to the sky. And then look to your belly button. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And then go ahead and look up to the sky, please. And then scoop, scoop, scoop. Belly button into the spine. And then go ahead and look up, please. And then go ahead and look to your belly button. Curl your spine. And go ahead and look up. And look to your belly button. Really nice. Spine neutral. Really nice. Bring belly button into the spine. Now here, lift your right leg. And then your left arm goes up above the chair. And push that right heel back and that left arm forward. This looks easier than it looks. This is very challenging for a lot of my clients. As we get older, the first thing that goes is our vestibular, which helps us balance. It's in the inner ear that kind of dissipates as we get older. So this is very challenging. Bring the hand and leg down, please. Really nice, Melanie. Really nice, Donna. Left leg back, right arm forward. Stretch the right arm away from the left heel and the left heel away from the right arm. We're getting space in that right shoulder and we're getting space in that left hip. Really nice. Really engage your belly muscles, making sure the left hip is even with the right hip. Nice straight standing leg and get space in the body. Really nice. Bring that hand and that leg down, please. And other side, left arm reaches up and right leg back, and stretch. Let's go for some space in the body. Long inhalations and long exhalations, focusing on the breath. Really nice work. Beautiful. This strengthens the ankles, it strengthens the standing legs, and this is also preparing us for balancing poses. Bring that leg and arm down, please, and left leg, right arm, and stretch, please. Bring the fingertips, the right fingertips away from the left heel, and the left heel away from the right fingertips to get space in the right shoulder, please, and space in the left hip. Long inhalations and long exhalations, focusing on your breath. Beautiful work. Bring that hand down and that foot down, please. And then from here, come to standing, hands in prayer, and just engage your belly muscles as you ground your right foot and your left foot, and just move the chair a little bit off the mat, please, because we're going to do some sun salutations, but I want you to be able to use the chair for balance, please. Hands in prayer, big toes touching, Tadasana. And go ahead and close your eyes and check in with your body. And if big toes touching creates a little bit too wobbliness in your body, separate your feet hip distance apart. That might be easier for you at home for balance, please. Ground your right foot and your left foot, please. Lift the kneecaps, belly button in. Lift the heart. Lift the crown of the head. Shoulder heads back and shoulder blades slide down your back. Tailbone in and down. Open up your eyes, reach your arms up to the sky. Look up at your thumbs, please. Sparkle those fingertips. Hands together, shoulder width apart, yogi's choice. And then go ahead and slowly bend your knees to get your hands to the floor. Bend your knees and step your left foot back, please. Look straight ahead. Long inhalations and long exhalations, please. Go ahead and ground that back heel, preparing for warrior one. And then hands at your hips, please. From here, ground your right foot, ground your left foot, please. Belly button in. Reach your left arm forward to square the hips. And warrior one is even a balancing pose. All the standing poses are balancing poses. Let's go ahead and interlace the thumbs and bring the hands up behind the ears. Ground your right foot, please. Ground your left foot, please. Beautiful. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Lifting the back ribs, lifting the side ribs, floating ribs in toward your pelvis, and focus on your breath. Beautiful. Now from here, bring your arms forward, please. That's your gaze. Walk your back foot in because we're going to go into warrior three. Use the chair. Grab the chair, hands onto the chair. Reach your left leg up, please. And make sure that the baby toe is pointing towards the floor and the left hip is even with the right hip. This is warrior three. You can have your hands flying back or forward. You can even bring your hands on the top of the chair. And as you bring your hands on top of the chair, you can lift your right hand and your left hand, or you can even float both hands above the chair. Use whatever you'd like. If you want to try to float and balance, this floor here on this set looks really like firm, but it's actually a little bit squishy, so it's a little harder to balance on this floor. Belly button in. You can even from here bring your hands back on the chair and fly your arms back behind you. That's really nice too. Sometimes that's easier for my clients. And then bring your hands back to the chair and go back to warrior one. Really nice work, you guys. That's a really tough pose. Arms shoulder width apart here and look up to the heavens. Sparkle your fingertips. Lift your back ribs, lift your side ribs. Long inhalations, please, and long exhalations. Then hands in prayer. Open up to warrior two. Gazing at your right fingertips, please. And make sure your right knee is over your second and third toes. And belly button in, please. Zip the pubic bone towards the pubic bone towards the belly button as you ground your right foot and your left foot. Really nice. And this is a balancing pose. All the standing poses are balancing poses. Go ahead and straighten your right leg for triangle. And just from here, just stay in triangle pose. And one of my clients had a really challenging time in tree pose. He found this really difficult, and now he does not wobble whatsoever in this pose. And then you can gaze up at your thumb, long inhalations and long exhalations, breathing deeply. Now from here, I'm going to talk you through this. You're going to bend your right knee, walk your back foot in, and bring your right forearm on the edge of the chair. And come into Ardha Chandrasana. Reach your left leg back. This is Halfmoon Pose. So you're standing on your right leg, and reach that left leg up, and the left hip, you guys, is above your right hip. Really nice. So you're stacking your hips. Your left hip isn't squared to the floor. The left hip is on top of the right hip, and really extend through that left heel, and it can be pointed or flexed or flointed, yogi's choice. Some people like to point their back foot. Some people like to flex it. Whatever feels good for you, and really reach up with that left hand. Long inhalations and long exhalations, focusing on your breath. And the goal is space in the body. Reach that left arm up high up to the heavens to get space in your left shoulder and space in that left hip as you extend that heel out. And if you at home, if you want to try this without the chair, your right fingertips go onto the floor. Really nice. Let's go right back to triangle pose. Go ahead and step back and hold triangle pose. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. Spreading the toes. Grounding your right heel, grounding your left heel. Belly button into the spine. Really nice. The gaze is at your left thumb. Reach the left arm over your left ear, please. And then from here, step right back into downward dog position, please. Hold downward dog. Find symmetry between your right hand and left hand. Really nice, Donna. Really nice, Melanie. Beautiful. These poses are very challenging. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Finding symmetry between your right hand and left hand, your right foot and your left foot. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Step your left foot forward, please, between your hands. And let's pause here. Lengthen your heart. Grounding your left foot and your right toes. Belly button in to protect your lower back. Ground your back heel, so it's either heel to heel or left heel to arch. Hands to your hips, please. And bring your right arm forward. Ground the left foot, ground the right foot. Find symmetry. Interlace the thumbs and go up. Bring the arms behind your ears. Lift your back ribs. Lift your side ribs. Soften your floating ribs. And zip the pubic bone towards the belly button. Long inhalations and long exhalations. In through the nose and out through the nose. And then bring your arms down, please. Let that be your gaze. Walk your back foot in first, and then grab the back of the chair, wherever you'd like to grab, and extend that right heel back. Remember, the baby toe is pointed towards the floor, and the thigh is internally rotated, and stretch your heart forward, please. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Right hip even with the left hip. And focus on your breathing, please. And you can focus on trying to lift one arm as you lift the right leg. Beautiful. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Really nice. You can try with the other arm. Beautiful. And if you wanted, like last time, you can try to bring your hands behind you with your right leg. A lot of my clients prefer this pose. Really wake up your belly muscles here to protect your lower back, and you can bring your arms back. And then go back to Warrior One. Reach up. Reach up. Long inhalations and long exhalations. grounding your left foot, grounding your right foot. Sparkle those fingertips and look up to the heavens. Beautiful. Hands in prayer. Open up to Warrior Two. Please gaze at your left fingertips. Ground the left foot, ground the right foot. Make sure the left knee is over the second and third toes to protect the knee. And again, work your abdominal muscles, belly button in, lift your heart. Lift the crown of the head, please. The gaze is at your left fingertips. And then go ahead and straighten your left leg for triangle. And look up at your thumb. Breathing deeply. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. And then from here, bend your left knee, please. Walk your back foot in as you bring your left forearm to the chair and go into Halfmoon Pose. Engage your belly muscles, reach your right leg back, and you can flex that back foot or you can point at yogi's choice. Reach up with that right hand. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Nice. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Long inhalations and long exhalations in through the nose and out through the nose. Reaching that right hand up to open up the right shoulder. Right heel lifting away from that right hip. Beautiful. Really nice. And then gently and carefully bend that left leg and go back. Ground the right foot. Come back to triangle, please. And come back into triangle. Trikonasana. Look up at your right thumb. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. Reach your right arm over your right ear and come right into downward dog. Hold downward dog position, please. Breathing deeply. Stretch your thighs back. Find balance between your right hand and your left hand. Breathing deeply. Walk your hands back to your feet, please. Bend your knees a little bit as you ground your elbows, the first forward bend of the day. Be really kind to yourself. Let your head dangle. Focusing on the breath, finding balance between the right and left foot. Look to your right upper right arm. Look to your upper left arm. And back to center. Look to the floor. Back to center. Look to your belly button. Back to center, and then go ahead and clasp your hands behind your tailbone and just open up your shoulders. And then go ahead and switch fingers. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And then from here, just bend into a little bit of a chair here and slowly come on up. Reach up, look up. Really nice. Hands in prayer. And then from here, come and grab your chair, please, and actually put it to the left side of your mat so that you can grab the side of the chair. And we're going to do tree pose with the chair. So from here, go ahead and grab the edge of the chair with your left hand and bring your right foot up into your inner thigh. Use your hand to come up as high as you can. If you can't do this, go ahead and go below the knee. Some of my clients just put their right big toe on top of their foot and they balance here. But if you can bring your right foot up into your inner thigh, stay there, please, and belly button in. Ground your left foot. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This is really nice, beautiful pose for balance. And go ahead and reach your right arm up and breathe deeply. Ground your left leg. Bring that right knee back a little bit more to open up that hip. Long inhalations and long exhalations. This floor in the studio is a little hard to balance on, so it's a little wobbly here, but if you can at home, try to bring your hands in prayer if you'd like to. And then from here you can bring your arms up and breathe. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. Really sparkle those arms up. Tall branches. So you have deep roots into the earth with that left foot. Really nice. Gorgeous. Really beautiful open branches. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Hands back at prayer. And then from here, drop that foot down, please, and let's switch around to the other side. Did you know when a pilot is flying that he's got to recalibrate every 3 seconds the plane? A lot of us get off balance. A lot of us have to recalibrate, bring that left foot up, recalibrate and see if we need a little more of that or a little more of this. It's kind of like Goldilocks and the Three Bears when Goldilocks goes in and the porridge is too hot or the porridge is too cold or the porridge is just right. Ground your right foot and then bring your left hand right at your heart and just really ground that right leg. And then the bed is too soft or the bed is too hard and then the bed is just right. Some of us, we just have to find that sweet spot of what's right. We all balance our checkbooks and sometimes we've got to balance. Do we need more sleep? Do we need more vegetables in our lives? Do we need more walks or more yoga? Finding that sweet spot, just like a pilot flying the plane, he's got to get back on course. All of us get off course and we've got to just recalibrate and get right back on track. And then from here, slowly and carefully reach that left arm up to the heavens. Breathing deeply, long inhalations and long exhalations. This is really nice. This strengthens the legs. This is beautiful pose to focus on balance here. And if you can at home, just try to release the chair and hands in prayer and try to open up those branches really tall. So you have deep roots, strong trunk, and beautiful big wide branches. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Really nice. And just go ahead and bring your hands back to the chair and slowly bring your feet back together, please. Hands in prayer and just close your eyes, please. Find symmetry between your right leg and your left leg. Make sure the weight's not just in your heel, but in the center of your foot towards your toes. So each foot, imagine it has 4 wheels on each foot. The root of the big toe, the root of the little toe, the inner heel and outer heel. Make those 4 points evenly balanced. Lift the kneecaps. Belly button in, lift the heart. Lift the crown of the head. Long inhalations, please. And long exhalations, breathing deeply, focusing on your breath. Long inhalations and long exhalations, breathing deeply. Gorgeous. And then from here, take your right hand onto the chair. And then from here, we're just going to go ahead and bring the left arm out. This is airplane pose since we're talking about pilots and recalibrating. Just bring your right leg back and your heart forward, and at home you can grab the side of a wall. And this is airplane pose or Virabhadrasana 3. And if you're comfortable after this pose, you can try to bring your right hand off the chair and extend both arms out if you're comfortable here. If this is not comfortable, please take your right hand back on the chair and stretch that heel back and the heart forward. But if you can use no hands and really ground that left leg into the earth, beautiful. And then bring the hand back, come back to standing. And take that chair, please, and turn it around to the other side. And from here, take your left hand onto the chair. Really nice work. Bring that right arm out for airplane pose. Long inhalations and long exhalations, breathing deeply. And bring that left leg back. Heart forward. Breathing deeply. Long inhalations and long exhalations. If you're comfortable here, activate your belly muscles and you can release your left hand from that chair if you're comfortable and just balance an airplane pose. This strengthens the legs and it's really important as you age because balance is the first thing that goes when we age, so it prevents us from having falls. And then come back to center, feet together, hands in prayer, belly button into the spine. Long inhalations and long exhalations, and just keep the chair there and come to a seated position. And then from here, go ahead and iron the legs into the earth. Interlace the thumbs, please, and reach up so your arms are behind your ears. Beautiful. And then from here, grab your feet and lengthen down for your second forward bend of this sequence. And again, find balance between the right leg and the left leg. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly come on up, please. And let's do a table pose, so hands, fingers sparkle out. Bend your right knee and your left knee, please. And then from here, lift the tailbone up and look up and stretch back. Find balance between your right foot and your left foot. Find balance between your right hand and your left hand. Beautiful. Come on down. And then from here, take your hands behind your knees. A lot of my clients wobble in this pose. This is a balancing pose on your sitting bones. If you can stay here and release your arms, some of my clients have to keep their hands behind their knees. So if you do so, don't worry about that. Just try to find balance here. And I love how Melanie and Donna's knees are straight. That's beautiful. Find balance here, you guys. This is a balancing pose. It's very challenging. Beautiful work. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Breathing deeply. And then bring the legs down, reach up. Nice work. And slowly come on down. And just stretch over those legs. Finding balance between and symmetry between the right leg and the left leg. Focusing on your breath. And slowly come on up, please. And again, bend your right knee and your left knee. And sparkle the fingertips out and come back into table pose. And again, find balance between your right leg and your left leg. Find balance between your right hand and your left hand. Find symmetry. Really nice. Yoga creates symmetry in the body. I have asymmetry from a skateboarding accident. I fractured my right clavicle when I was 13, so I have a little bit of asymmetry in my body. Come on down, and it starts showing up as we get older. Bring the hands behind your knees. So we all have asymmetry, and yoga just helps us recognize that. And we can create more balance between the right side and the left side of the body. Long inhalations and long exhalations. And again at home, if this is hard for you, please keep your knees bent. Please keep your knees bent at home and slowly look up. Really nice. And then reach up and touch your toes, please. Gorgeous. Really nice. And then from here, what I'd like you to do, please, is lie down on your back and hug your knees into your chest. And from here, I'm going to have you, if you're at home, take your legs and put them on top of the chair for Shavasana. This is very nice to end yoga with placing a chair underneath your legs, and it helps work your parasympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system, and just palms open to the sky, and the sympathetic nervous system is flight or fight, and the parasympathetic nervous system is where the nervous system is quiet. So just elevating the legs up your headboard at home really helps with sleep. So close your eyes and just rest here, relaxing the space between your eyebrows, please. Do yoga often to create life and body and balance. And just rest here for as long as you can, softening your jaw, your heart, and your shoulders. Relax your upper arms, your forearms, hands, and fingers. Really nice. Just rest here, working your parasympathetic nervous system. Elevating your legs as often as you can. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today. Remember, fitness is not just physical, it's mind and body. I'm Susan Foxley, and you can learn more about my books, workshops, life coaching at susanfoxley.com, or connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. See you next time. One more thing. Always, always, always go where the love is. Namaste.